And without further ado, let's begin today's session with the gracious summit inaugural keynote speech by our honorable chief guest, Mr. Jerome Ochieng, Principal Secretary, State Department of ICT and Innovation Ministry of ICT Innovation and Youth Affairs. Let me quickly introduce you to Mr. Ochieng. Mr. Jerome Ochieng is the Principal Secretary in the Ministry ICT Innovation and Youth Affairs in charge of the State Department of ICT and Innovation. He is the Principal Assistant to the Cabinet Secretary of the Ministry of Information, Communications and Technology of Kenya. He serves as a director to the Board of Telecom Kenya Limited, Information Communications and Technology Authority, Konza Technopolis Development Authority, the East African Marine System Limited, and Vision 2030 Delivery Secretariat. Prior to joining the Ministry of ICT, Mr. Ochieng was the director of the Integrated Financial Management Information System at the National Treasury with over 17 years of work experience, rising within the ranks to the position of Assistant Director, ICT, in the Department of Government of Information Technology Services. In addition, he served as ICT manager at Public Procurement Oversight Authority for over 6 years, where he gained useful knowledge in the ICT sector, having participated in in the number of CIO East African forums. Mr. Oching also holds a master's degree in information engineering from the University of Ryukyu's Okinawa and a registered fellow of Computer Society of Kenya and a licentiate member of the Institute of Management Information Systems UK. Lastly, Mr. Ocheng is a father of an adoring son and a lovely daughter. So let's put our hands together and welcome Mr. Ocheng. Over to you, Mr. Ocheng, and the stage is all yours.
Thank you very much, Rogers, for that introduction. I'm really honored. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to join you virtually to inaugurate the East African Hybrid Cloud and Cybersecurity Summit 2022 that has gathered top industry players and experts in cloud computing and cybersecurity to discuss pertinent issues under the theme dubbed Driving the Digital Foundation to Expedite Innovation and Business Transformation at Scale. To echo the words of Steve Jobs, and I quote, innovation is the distinguishing factor between leaders and followers, end of quote. The backbone of any successful operation is experienced through the innovation it embraces. The Republic of Kenya has made great strides in improving the innovation ecosystem, but still calls for more collaboration with strategic partners to enable us leapfrog in this space. The government of Kenya launched the Digital Economy Blueprint, which is based on our national priorities as articulated in what we call the Kenya Vision 2030. The blueprint is governed by 5 pillars. One, digital government, digital business, digital infrastructure, innovation-driven entrepreneurship, and last but not least, digital skills and values. Data protection and cybersecurity threats remain a factor in the success of a digital economy. In Kenya, we enacted the 2018 Computer Misuse and Cybersecurity Act, which covers the protection of critical infrastructure as well as issues related to mobile money, cyber squatting, blockchain, and cryptocurrency. We can all agree that data is the new oil. The country has put in place the Data Protection Act 2018 and various regulations. The key objective of the Privacy and Data Protection Act are fivefold, namely one, to inform the development of privacy and data protection laws and facilitate statutory and regulatory compliance, and also enhance effective application of these proposed laws in Kenya. Secondly, to comply with international good practice and ensure consistency in practices and procedures in developing and administering the data privacy and protection laws. Thirdly, the Data Act is to ensure effective protection and management of personal data by identifying, assessing, monitoring, and mitigating privacy risks in programs and activities involving the collection, retention, use, disclosure, and protection of personal data. Fourthly, the Act sets to establish the required institutional framework for privacy and data protection. And last but not least, the Act envisages to protect children and vulnerable groups. Ladies and gentlemen, the government of Kenya has also established the National Data Center and Smart City facilities at our Silicon Savannah, which is a Tier 3 data center developed to support regionally and globally ICT-dependent applications, processes, and technologies. This data center offers business opportunities for regional and global clients through colocation services, platform as a service, software as a service, cloud infrastructure, and virtual desktop infrastructure. It has been designed and implemented with the compliance with the international standards and best practices. The data center is supported by AI-based iManager data center infrastructure management system that manages resources such as power, cooling, space optimization, relying on AI to intelligently manage the allocation, deallocation, and operation of the assets for improved operational efficiency and reliability. Ladies and gentlemen, the Republic of Kenya is also strategically placed as a global player in the area of cybersecurity. This is partly due to our robust ICT infrastructure and also digitalization of government and also the private sector, and also our quest to achieve our developed digital economy blueprint. As the internet continues to grow, there is also an emerging parallel threat in the name of cybersecurity risks. Cyber attacks have the potential to destabilize a nation on a global scale. Cases of high caliber state sponsored cyber activities have been rife in the media and including the cyber war. Therefore, the information security and cybersecurity domain is one that is rapidly evolving. In the past 5 years, we have observed 5 key shifts in our cyber operating environments. And these areas are disruptive digital technologies, growing cybersecurity risk, ubiquitous digital connectivity, increased geopolitical tension in the cyberspace within our partners, and highly digitally skilled, tech-savvy, and unemployed population. As such, national, regional, and international cooperation and collaboration are critical, as well as public-private partnerships. We endeavor to actively participate in international cyberspace governance processes. As such, therefore, awareness creation on how cybercrime and poor national cybersecurity and regulation affects the various sectors of the economy and projects across the globe is paramount. Ladies and gentlemen, with these few remarks, I wish you a very successful deliberation in the next 2 days, and I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ochieng, for the power-packed inaugural keynote speech and sharing your valuable thoughts and setting the stage wonderfully for the next 2 days. The entire team of TREX event is grateful for you and the Ministry ICT Innovation and Youth Affairs support towards the summit. Thank you and have a blessed day ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting us, and we wish you all the best in your deliberation. I will log off.
Thank you, Mr. Ochieng. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mhm.